Great. I think we have time for one more question. I think I hear the Vice President. Why don't we, I think we have a lady in the back, but I don't know if we can get her the microphone.
That would be...
Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
we hear him. Come on.
We'll get here first, the microphone, Vice President.
So a brief, clear question. We'll have a brief answer, and then I'll give instructions on what we do next.
Right. In light of the Budapest Memorandum, first of all, my name is Ulana Mazurkevich from the Ukrainian Human Rights Committee. In light of the Budapest Memorandum, I realized it wasn't a NATO memorandum, but NATO countries signed it, especially Germany. Now, I want to know how safe and secure do you, ministers, feel in light of this memorandum where they were guaranteed, Ukraine was guaranteed its territorial integrity and sovereignty for giving up its nuclear weapons? Can you please answer that? Thank you.
So how safe do the three ministers feel in light of the Budapest Memorandum and what we've seen happen?
Well, as I said, we in Estonia have full confidence in NATO Article 5, but I think that Budapest Memorandum and the guarantees given to Ukraine by that document are really, really important, and they demonstrate that actually this crisis may have far or consequences that go far beyond this sort of NATO collective security, because as was said in the question, Ukraine decided to give up its nuclear arsenal, which was the third largest in the world by that memorandum. And I wonder what the Iranians, for example, may be reading into the unfolding of this crisis, because we are trying to persuade them to give up their nuclear ambition and try to persuade them that they have no security-related fears if they so do. But they have read something quite different into this situation, and I think that it makes this a very big credibility issue for the international community as to how we resolve this crisis.
Excellent point. I'm told we should wrap up. Let me give instructions for what's coming next before we thank our panelists. Please remain in your seats as the Vice President arrives. Also, immediately following his remarks will be Mr. Burrs, Albright, and Mr. Hadley on remembrances of the enlargement architects. So please remain in your seats also after the Vice President departs, and I think now we'll await his imminent arrival, and I'll bring the panel to their seats in the front. But thank you. Please join me in thanking the panel for their excellent remarks.